If you're ready to create your own path in life, there's a certain mindset that you need. I'm going to give you 5 things you can begin to do today to begin to create your own path in life. My name is Sherry Webb. I like to refer to myself as the Mind Shift Coach because on this channel, I cover all things related to changing your mindset, one shift at a time. Today, I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can start to create your own path in life. It doesn't matter if you are working a 9 to 5. It doesn't matter if you've already thought about becoming an entrepreneur, but you're not quite sure of what you need to do or how you need to think in order to begin to create your own path in life. Okay, so stick with me. Okay, so number 1. The first thing you need to do to begin to create your own path in life is to figure out what you love to do. What turns you on? What motivates you? What energizes you? What's that thing that gives you life, that makes you come alive? Something that you do naturally, something that is a gift that has been given to you from birth. It's something that you do without really even having to try hard to do it. It's just something that is innately within you. That thing that makes you come alive, that thing, whatever it may be, that energizes you. And that's key. If it's something that energizes you and it's something you can do and you don't really feel like you ever get tired of doing it, that is the key. And that could definitely be an indication of what you love. So number 1 is figuring out, what do you love to do? Number 2 is, once you figure out what you love to do, now you want to do some research. You want to figure out who has done what you want to do and been successful at it. When you really love to do something, it's something that you would do whether you're getting paid for it or not. That is an indication that that's the path you need to go on. That's the path you need to start creating for your life in order to feel like you're living a life of fulfillment and joy and purpose. So you want to do some research and find out who's done what you've already done and study that person. Another thing that you may want to consider is, do you need to go back to school? Because if it's something that you love to do, but you actually really do need to take some classes in order to sharpen your skills, to get some knowledge, or even get a degree, then that's something to look into. Or maybe you need some additional training. There's all kinds of free training online that you can find on YouTube. You can Google it. Education actually is free if it's something that you really want to do, and it's something that you can create your own path and make a living from it and feel happy and fulfilled and energized every single day. It's possible. So the second thing you want to do is do some research. Figure out what is it going to take in order for you to be able to create this path in your life. Because if you don't have the knowledge that you need to have, then you're going to wander aimlessly trying to figure out why it's not working. All right? So the third thing you want to do is you want to begin, after you've done your research, you want to begin to start taking some steps. You don't want to wait until everything's in order. That will never happen. Ever. Trust me, I know. So you want to actually begin to take steps to reaching that goal, to creating your own path. See, creating your own path means a path that's created as you go. The only way to create your own path is begin to start taking steps. Now, what does that look like? That means you want to write it down. Please believe me when I say writing down your vision of what you want in your life, of the path you want to take in your life, of how you want to live, and the kind of life you want to live. Writing it down is number 1. You must write a plan down. You must see it from the beginning to the end. And you actually want to see the end result. Visualize What is that going to look like for you? What is it going to feel like to actually live in those shoes of doing what you love? What will that feel like? You want to feel that emotion. You want to see yourself doing that. And then you want to reverse engineer. So you want to see the end and then reverse engineer so that you can actually accomplish that goal. You may write it down, you can write a plan. Please make sure you're realistic in your expectations, because as I spoke about in my last video, when you have unrealistic expectations, you will become disappointed and you can easily be discouraged and begin to believe that it can't happen for you. Even in the process of taking the steps, writing out your plan, seeing the end goal in mind, seeing the end result, and reverse engineering, you want to make sure you keep a realistic viewpoint on things, because nothing happens overnight. Don't we wish you did? I know I do. I wish things could happen overnight, but things take time. There's a process for everything, especially when you're creating your own path. Think about it. When you're creating your own path, you are paving the way. It's a path that has never been created before. You're going to have to get in there, do some work, do some digging. You may unknowingly take the wrong turn, and then you've got to get back on the path. You are still creating your path. So you want to leave room for growth. You want to leave room for mistakes. Know that mistakes will happen. That's just part of the process. It's okay. It's okay. You only learn the right way to go when you make mistakes. So don't look at mistakes as a sign that it's not for you. I did this, and I've been guilty of doing this, is thinking that when something didn't go as I planned, oh no, I made a big mistake, or I messed this all up. It must not be for me. This couldn't be further from the truth. Please believe me when I say this. When mistakes happen or when things don't go as you plan, it is not an indication that that thing is not for you. It is an indication that you need to change, pivot, and go a different way. Try a different way. Try new things. Do something different, but stay on your path. Don't ever get off of your path. Number 4, never, ever, ever quit, no matter what. If you're working a 9 to 5 and you have a dream, you have a new path in life that you want to create, you don't ever want to quit. It doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as you have breath in your body and you're able to take steps, continue. I don't care if you have to do this thing on the side, on the weekends, squeeze in a couple of hours during the day, after work, before work. That's what I was doing. When I was working a 9 to 5, I would get up early. I would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and write for my blog or write for my book, make plans and create my coaching business of how I wanted it to be and how I wanted it to look. Once I got off work, I would work on my business for a couple of hours, even outside of work, even after being at work all day. You see, when you want to create a new path, when you want to do what you love, you don't mind making the sacrifices. And it doesn't even feel like a sacrifice. And the reason it doesn't feel like you're sacrificing is because that thing energizes you. So you never feel like you're missing out on anything. You actually get energized from it and motivated by trying to create your own path. Number 5, you want to live, move, and behave as if you've already made it to that goal, as if you've already become the person that you need to be. Even if you're not there yet, that doesn't matter, because what will begin to happen as you begin to move and think and behave as the person who has already accomplished that goal, is going to begin to shift your mind. You're going to actually become that person over time, okay? Never quit. Never quit. Here's the rundown one more time. 5 ways to begin to create your own path. Number 1, Figure out what you love to do. Number two, you want to do some research, want to find out who's done it successfully. Study that person. You want to find out, do you need to go to class? Do you need some additional training? Do you need to do some studying on your own? What is it going to take? So do a little bit of research and figure out the nuts and bolts of what it is that you'll need in order to accomplish that goal, okay? Number three is you want to start taking action. I think I say start taking action in almost all of my videos because I'll tell you what, action is key. Action gets you to the goal quicker. You can research all you want, but until you begin to start taking steps to create your own path, nothing will change. So you must begin to take steps, and that means writing it down, making a plan. Be realistic in your goals. Leave some room for growth and making mistakes. Number four, never, ever, ever give up on your dream. Never give up on the path that you are creating, because not only is it a new path for you and it will change your life, it's going to change the lives of those that you love, your friends, your family, whoever's in your inner circle. It's going to impact their lives in a positive way. You could be the beginning of a new trajectory in your entire family's history moving forward, okay? The next thing, number five, is you want to begin to live, behave, and think as the person that has already accomplished that goal. So you want to begin to move as if you're already there. You know, people say fake it till you make it. That's not it at all. I say make it real for you and then live that way. Live accordingly as much as possible. You can live as that person just by thinking as that person. And the more you do that, the more your mind shifts, the more you will actually become the person that you need to be that has created this new path. And before you know it, over time, you will actually be living that life that you once only dreamed about. Those are my 5 steps that you can begin to create your own path in life. You want to believe that it's possible for you. Without faith and belief in yourself and actually believing that you deserve it, it will not happen. It does not matter how much effort you put forth. You must believe it. You must believe it is going to happen. You must believe it is possible for you. And then you will begin to see the results. Okay? Thank y'all so much for joining me. I always appreciate you joining me. Leave a comment below if you are someone who's ready to create your own path and you're willing to do what it takes to get there. All you need is to believe that it can happen for you too. Thank y'all for joining me. I cannot wait until the next video where I will bring you more content that helps you to shift your mind in order to live the best life you can live, in order to become the best version of who you really are, in order to live a life of purpose, okay? I will see you guys in the next video. Be blessed.